Welcome back for the last part of the secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. Okay, this we're going to cover pages 50 to 194, and this is going to be an awesome video because this is where we're going to wrap up the summary. And so make sure you take some notes here or just replay the video. That'd be even a better idea. That way you can comprehend. So what I've done is taken a summary of those last few chapters and broken it down into easy to understand point-by-point form. And this is going to increase your productivity because the more books we go through like this, you're going to increase your knowledge. And remember, knowledge is power. So let's get started. Harv Eker talks about the 17 ways rich people think differently. And Eker outlines 17 wealth files that distinguishes the mindset and behaviors of the wealthy from those of the poor and the middle class. Each file reveals a principle to align your thoughts and actions with financial success. Look at this, Wealth Files in 1-9, shifting your mindset. Rich people believe I create my life. Wealthy people and individuals take full responsibility of their own outcomes. They don't blame others or circumstances. Action replaces victim mentality with ownership of your financial choices. So a lot of people blame the weather for their circumstances, or who's in the office in the White House, or whatever government that controls their government in their country. So you want to take control of what you can control, right? Rich people play to win. They set bold goals, take action, and calculated risks, while poor people, individuals, play defensively and avoid risk. Action, focus on opportunities rather than fears. And I'll give you a very good analogy here. Most people go into saying, hey, I hope I don't lose. And they play not to lose. They don't play to win. There's a difference, all right? Playing not to lose, meaning you're going to, at best, do a tie. Right? Rich people commit to being wealthy. Wealthy is a priority, not a vague wish. Commitment drives action and persistence. Action, decide to achieve wealth and align your actions with that goal. So this is very important. What you want is not that important. Who you are becomes that very much more important than anything. Rich people think big. Wealthy individuals focus on creating a large-scale impact, while poor people individual limits their visions to small goals. Action, dream bigger, and think beyond personal limitations. You know, I have this, anytime I'm coaching individual, they say, I want to start small and then grow big. Yeah, I can understand the mentality where they're coming from, but even if you start small, you always have to be thinking what your end result is, and that is thinking big. You go from big, then you're reverse engineering it to doing smaller steps. Okay, there's another video I want to talk about on reverse engineering your goals. You're going to see that on my channel. Rich people focus on opportunities. They maintain a positive outlook, seeking positive possibilities in every challenge. Poor people focus on the obstacles. Action. Train your mind to find solutions and growth in adversity. So many times people come to me and say, you know what, I've got problems. How am I going to overcome those problems, right? They're focusing on the problem, the obstacle. Yes, I understand they're in your way, but when you align your goal, your sight to the end result, okay, the obstacles will become meaningless, or they'll be very small because you're focusing on over the top. You're going beyond it. You're looking beyond the obstacle. There's a mentality on that in thinking at the end of your goal. Rich people admire wealthy individuals instead of resenting the rich. They learn from and emulate. Action, replace envy and curiosity and adapt the habits of successful individuals. See, what you're getting here from this type of training I'm giving you, it's not just we're just dissecting the books. We're giving you specific action steps so you get away with this information and implement, and this will make a change in the quality of your life. Number 7, rich people associate with other successful people. You become part of what you're around. They build supportive networks that inspire growth, unlike poor people who often surround themselves with negativity or who they are around the average person. Action, seek out mentors, like-minded, success-oriented peers. Rich people are willing to promote themselves. Wealthy individuals understand the value they bring, and they aren't shy of showcasing it. So an example here is not to show off. that you got a lot of wealth, but you do it in a way where you want other people to be attracted to getting that for themselves. So if you see somebody that has a nice Lamborghini or has a big house, you have, as a successful person, you don't want to look at that person if he's showing off. Look at it as if, how did he get there? What can I do to become successful? Maybe just like them or maybe beyond them, right? Action, embrace yourself, self-promotion as a tool for sharing your value with the world. Rich people are bigger than their problems. This is big. They view challenges as opportunities for growth, while poor people feel overwhelmed by difficulties. Action, develop the resilience and problem-solving skills to overcome obstacles. So overwhelming is an example I'll give you. If you ever go to the gas station and your tank is, let's say, 15-gallon tank or 20-gallon. Overwhelming means you overflood it. You could put 25 gallons in that, you're going to overflood it. So how do you avoid being overwhelming? You imagine you have a 25-gallon tank. That's how you get big. You got to think of abundance, that if you already have that type of room for knowledge in your brain, you can handle it. But you do it in stages. You don't kind of consume everything at one time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That's how. Now, Wealth Files 10-17, Financial Habits of Rich. The rich people are excellent receivers. They open to receiving wealth and abundance, whereas poor individuals often feel unworthy. Action, practice gratitude and develop a mindset of deserving wealth. If you don't give thanks to what you already have, how are you going to get more? Think about it. We've been taught when we were young, when somebody gives you something, you say thank you. But guess what? We stop right there. We're getting everyday oxygen. We should give thanks for that. Think about it. We take it for granted. It's free, right? But if you think about it, there's people in the world who live in smogs, don't have that clean air. That's just the basics, right? So give thanks to what you have, even if you have a penny in the bank. Let's move on. Rich people choose to get paid based on results. They favor performance-based income over fixed wages, embracing entrepreneurship and investment. Action, seek opportunities where income grows with your efforts. So think about it. You're not getting paid on time alone. You're getting paid on time and effort. That's how you got to be thinking as an entrepreneur. Rich people think both instead of either or. This I like, okay. They avoid scarcity thinking and seek ways to have everything they desire. Have you ever gone to the store sometimes? You like both items and you're choosing which one is better, which one I should just get. Well, sometimes you got to indulge yourself because you deserve it. You may need to get both. It may help you in the long run. Action, ask how you can achieve multiple goals simultaneously. Here's another thought process. You know, I've got some people that tell me, hey, there's a way to cut cost and use this. Yeah, but how can I increase my income so I don't have to necessarily focus on cutting costs? Because my time, think about this, my time going away for looking at ways which is cheaper, that time I'm utilizing to figure it out. Why don't I figure out a way where I can figure out how to double my income or have multiple incomes? So even if I want the lower product by choice, I can do that. But if I don't want that lower product, I can still choose the higher one or get both if I need it to increase my productivity. Rich people focus on their net worth. They measure wealth by net worth and not income. Understanding the importance of assets and investments. Action, build assets, minimize liabilities, grow with your financial base. Building assets is putting money and time into something that will be worth more in the future. This is the key. And minimizing liabilities is not putting money into something that will just give you short-term gratitude and go down in value. We'll talk more about that in other videos. Rich people manage to manage their money well. They develop disciplined financial habits, including budgeting and investing. Action, track your income, expenses, savings, and diligently. I would recommend you get yourself a spreadsheet or at least a little notebook and track daily for the first, I would say the 21 days from now, the next 21 days, track everything what you're spending on, okay? So, because when you track your cost every day, what you spend at the end of each day, I will guarantee you, you will always be able to manage your money better. And there's a saying, what gets managed gets improved, okay? What gets managed gets improved, but you got to manage your cost. You got to manage your numbers. If you don't do that, you are living in twilight zone. Many times I've asked business owners, What are some of the KPI, the key performance indicators in your business? Most of them don't know, and I'll give you a couple of them right now. Your top line, the revenue that you're generating on a daily basis in your business. Number two, your daily operating cost. That's number two. All right, you got to know what your daily operating costs are, both fixed expenses and variable expenses. We'll talk more about that in other topics, but you've got to be able to determine what they are on a daily basis. And number three, this is the big one, knowing your break-even point. How much money you need to make every day to break even, what your costs are. If you don't know your break-even point, you won't be able to market and price your product properly. So we'll talk more about that in other videos, but that's another topic I'm going to get into. Rich people make money work for them. They prioritize passive income through investments and systems that generate wealth. This is big. They focus on a system. For example, instead of you going out and doing cold calling, knocking on doors, why not set up a sales funnel that you can target to that would generate leads to come into your business, or to generate some type of an interest where they would ask for more information, right? Instead of you going out doing that, use the internet. Action. Learn about investments that align you for those type of financial goals. Rich people aligned act in spite of fear. This is a big one. Rich people act in spite of fear. Courage is their hallmark. They act decisively when uncertain. Now, here's where uncertainty comes in. What I remember building a business, and still do, is they're afraid of spending money because they're afraid that it might not work. Well, you have to analyze the numbers. Did it work for others? And at what percentage? And if it worked at a decent percentage, over 50% of the time, and you have the resources, the funds available, use it. And what that does, when you put your skin in the game, when you put some of your hard-earned money into an opportunity, it forces you to work hard to get that result. Think about it. If something is just handed to you for free, you're not going to work as hard. Action. Overcome fear by focusing on the potential of rewards, not risk. Rich people constantly learn and grow. Wealthy individuals invest in personal development and lifelong learning. Personal development means you're developing your personality. That's what personal development is. And how do you develop? And having a pleasing personality. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. Many of you have heard it and read it. And there's a chapter in there called a successful person has a pleasing personality, right? Whenever they're meeting with somebody, they're outgoing, they have a pleasing personality, they like them, they smile. They are not coming across as somebody that's negative. Action, commitment to reading, attending seminars, and expanding your knowledge. Key takeaways and final insights. Adopt the rich man mindset. The rich mindset. Success begins in internalizing the belief and habits of wealthy individuals. Practical actions drive results. Transformation require both mental shifts and consistent, purposeful actions. Wealth is a skill. Eker reiterates that financial success is learnable for anyone willing to master their mindset and habits. So with this said, I'm going to give you a quick exercise to do. Okay, so I want you to do is take a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle, and write down your current circumstances, like how much money you have in the bank, what your expenses are, where you live. Write down a scenario of where you are currently. And then on the right-hand side of that page, when you draw the line, I want you to write down how your life would look like if you were making 3 times as much money than you are right now. Whether it takes us 1 year or 1 month, that's irrelevant. Let's forget the dates for a second. But I want you to imagine if you were tripling your income, whether it's from your job or any other business, okay, that you're in, if you tripled your income, how would your life be different than from what it is right now? And I want you to write down, would you be living in the same place, the same zip code or the same location? Would you be driving a different car? So write down and give yourself an explanation, or not explanation, but a picture of how your life would look like if you tripled your income. And for some of you that are more ambitious, what would life look like if you 10x'd your income? Think about it. What would life look like? What are some of the things? And write down 10 specific goals that you would like to achieve from a financial standpoint, from a standpoint of health. Maybe you like to be more fit or be more healthier, or maybe you like to get in a relationship or something, whatever the case may be. But write down how your life would be different if, I would rather like to use the word when, because I know you could do this, but let's just say if you were to make 3 times as more income and then shift it to 10 times more income, how would your life look like? write that down on a piece of paper. Send me some comments, or if you have a question, just put it here and share this video as well. And I'll talk to you again on the next one. Okay, so make it a great day. Be safe.